Hi, welcome to part 2 of the LTS podcast. Remember, these podcasts are posted, the audio version at least, are posted every Tuesday of the week, unless otherwise told. And there's a video portion of this podcast that is on YouTube. So if you'd like to follow that one, follow the links in the description. So, see you then. Marcos out.
LTS.
Kick back, relax, and enjoy the LTS podcast.
My best friend.
I did want to ask both of you something. What was the other thing? I think it was on the notes. I'm not sure. I have to peep the notes real quick. Other than that, Marcos, were you able to, besides your beef patty and coffee at the local bodega, do you add the salt that you were telling us about, like your dad, or no?
The salt. What salt?
Like, to add to your coffee to make it less bitter. Or is that something you don't do?
For my dad, I think I only told it to Alan, but I was talking with my boss, we were talking about it. He's
Right.
like, "Oh, how do you drink your coffee?" And I'm like, "A touch of half and half or whole milk, depending on the day." And he's like, "Nah, I go straight." And then his son-in-law, and I didn't know my dad either, also did this. He just a pinch of salt, just a pinch, to break down the bitterness. Like, what the? And my boss, "Yeah, I saw that from my son-in-law." And there you have him over there, just sipping some coffee, just straight. I'm like, it's convenient just to have a coffee that way, but is it?
Right.
It's just you don't spend time. But I'm like, I want to enjoy my coffee, but it's a matter of taste. So don't get me wrong, coffee with milk, or for me recently it's been the hazelnut creamer. It's
Right.
It's been good. I have no complaints in that. And for
But you know what else is even better?
what?
A cup of green tea.
In the morning.
Yo, facts, bro.
Yes.
I love green tea, man.
Touch of honey? No honey?
No honey. You go
Nah,
straight.
plain,
You gotta
Bitter?
plain, bro.
embrace the bitterness to wake you up.
So why not just
Hey,
coffee?
when do you guys drink regular green tea, or do you do the matcha?
No, it's regular green tea.
What's the difference?
Well, the
What's,
matcha, yeah, I guess you can say matcha is a lot more ceremonial, and there's levels to it, right? You get green tea, the regular green tea. I guess
The
you
lady
can say
that does it for you.
you get the ceremonial green tea, right?
He goes do it very slowly. You're like, oh, you're tempting me.
Oh, really?
It's the water is at a certain temperature, and then they put a drop of ice cube in there just to mellow
They have,
it out.
What's it called? It looks like a brush, but it's made out of bamboo.
What?
Oh, the whisk. Yeah.
Yeah, that they pre-soak it and they let it dry a little bit. Then it's they shake it up in the cup. Not too fast.
They
Just
froth it
right.
up.
Yep.
And this is tea?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. What type of
They
green
have
tea are you guys talking about?
some of the skinniest spoon-looking thing to scoop it in there and just be 1, 2, 3, and then they go
Right.
and then back
Dos,
again.
tres, cuatro.
And then it's
And it
it's a
gets
big
really
cup.
frothy. Yeah.
You're like
Where-
dozo.
That's delicious.
And this is for a ceremony
Yeah, it's a tea ceremony.
I remember going to the city, right, I want to say a couple blocks away from Grand Central. It's called Ipoto, NYC, and it's a tea house, and they specialize in ceremonial green tea. And I went with my friend, I want to say 2018, I think it was 2018. Yeah, it's been a minute, and
He's that's before the pandemic.
Yeah. So everything was copacetic out and about in the real world, So we went to go get this green tea, and my friend Mark was like, Mark.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he's the homie from Germany, so yeah.
Oh, hello, Mark.
He was like, yo, where are we going? I'm like, yo, I wanted to try this spot out, so we went over, and it was kind of still opening. It wasn't really open, but the guy was really nice. He let us in, and he was like, "What can I get you guys?" I'm like, "Yo, let's have some green tea." The homie did the green tea, bro. Really delicious, man. I want to say like out of 10, that's again another, because we didn't get the whole experience, right? I would say it was a 7. For both the taste and the, I guess, letting us in, I would say like 7.5 to 8. I would have definitely give it a 9 if it was like, if we had the whole thing like open to us and being able to sit down and enjoy our tea for like, or in that ceremonial type of sense. That would have been awesome. But
Why am I
delicious.
blending ceremony with religion though?
Well, it's a ceremony. Yeah, I guess you're confusing the two, but it's not really a religious experience. It's more of a etiquette
Could be.
type of thing. It could be, but it was more of an etiquette type of thing because it goes along with their culture. But it was delicious nonetheless, bro. I mean, it was really good because I think before that, I want to say we went to Momo-san to get some ramen. That's like a couple blocks further down. Again, really cool. Again, another spot I would like to take you guys to go see once we get together. That would be awesome. I think another thing I did want to ask you guys about is, what are your thoughts on the new Samsung S23 phones?
I heard it's getting good.
Yeah,
Latest.
how good?
I wouldn't.
I'm curious to know what Josue thinks, man.
Yeah.
And of course you too, Marcos, but I don't know, like I haven't had a hands-on on it, and I want to say perhaps Josue has, if he's been to the latest, to the nearest Best Buy or something.
No, I haven't looked, but like from pictures, it looks kind of very similar. It's like, it looks more or less like a polished version of the S23. Not in terms of like aesthetics, but like in terms of software.
Right. Okay. So it's like a more
like basically,
significant upgrade?
Yeah, because so like it's like a I think it's like some minor details here and there, specifically more for camera, and like even like battery optimization. Basically, whatever mistakes that people didn't like about the S22, they've polished it in the S23.
Blemishes, if you will.
So because of the cameras, I think they went down in megapixels, but I think they said it was going to improve the picture quality for your front-facing camera, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they did go down in quality for the front-facing, but for the back, they basically doubled it.
You can basically see the flag on the moon.
So like it went from like, so our S22s has I think 108 megapixel, and the S23 has 200 megapixel. But that's on the regular, I think the primary camera. So the one that's using for the zoom in, which is like the 10x one, I think it's a little bit like different. But it's like, to me, it's like the whole like jump in resolution or like in quality. It's like it's really not that big, because you can't, at least even now, it's like you can't really use the 108 megapixel camera, at least for the S22.
Is it niche? Too niche, I guess.
No, it's like if you try to send pictures like that through like through messages, Discord, even Discord, Instagram, in some cases that I had, you know, it's just either too big or it's too beefy to send. So like if you send it on Discord, it just shows up as a blank image.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, you remember, I've done it to you before. I'm like, oh hey, look at it, I took it with 108. You're like, there's nothing there. It's blank. It's just a black box. So I don't know if they fixed it or not. Actually, we can try. Look, I can take a picture with it right now and send it up to the. So here's a picture of cookies.
Oh yeah, cookie picture for the podcast.
Cookie picture for the podcast is great.
And I think this should be for. Let me check.
Take a bitten cookie. Take a bite.
A bitten cookie. I just took a picture of the boxes.
So basically, what they've polished and upgraded is the internals, the guts of the phone, not so much the the actual camera setup and stuff like that. I mean, incremental upgrades for that, but the screen, the body, like the whole aesthetic of the phone is pretty much the same. It's just the guts of it, right?
I put it in Hydra request, but if you look at Hydra's request in the
It's loading.
and it's just a blank box. It'll always show it up like that.
Dang it, also why?
So now if I change to the regular,
Oh, it came up.
the regular,
Nope.
I came up.
Did you send me a poop picture? A poop emoji?
Poop emoji.
Like I'll send the same picture but in a different resolution.
Yeah, I'm getting a poop emoji on it.
How dare you poop?
Same picture,
on
but in
camera.
a different quality.
How do you bring it down like that? Yeah, I got it. It came up.
See, I pooped out. See, it's too big. It's too humongous.
It's too chunky. Oh, it's humongous.
Yeah, so that's the
my
issue.
boy on
Is
the
like,
computer.
for the most part, is like that's how it is for the most part in most applications. So it's like you won't like unless you're showing it. Even if you share it, you can't share that picture because it's just too big. So that's the issue, and it's probably gonna be the same thing for the 200 megapixel.
So what you're saying is like, how do you bring down the quality though? How did you do this?
You
one?
don't.
So how did this one load
I
up
took
then?
those are two different pictures.
But how did you do? How was the second one able to?
Oh, you're gonna have to find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Dun, 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 dun.
Is this? Are you wanting to start animating
And
now?
and then basically the expandable memory is no more.
Yeah, but
been
that's been
gone,
like
I
that
think.
for a while.
You were
yeah,
the last, I
that-
think,
that's-
Alan. With
Yeah, that's what makes me sad, bro. Because I like at some point, if not the S23, maybe the S24, when it comes out, like or even the S25, I'm thinking of upgrading. Not because my phone doesn't work or
You're a
anything.
Note series, I think, still.
Yeah. Mine's still the Note. Mine is still the Note. I do have. Yeah, I have the pen integrated into the phone, which is really cool. I really enjoy it. But I'm thinking of if I do upgrade at some point, it would probably be not so much the 24, maybe the 25, just to make sure that the actual upgrades that are going to be inside the phone are worth whatever they're saying it's gonna be, right? So might be $1,000 phone again. But if the camera setup is great, the guts of the actual phone, like the processor, the chips, everything is really good, and it's been like the kinks have been worked out a lot better than they are right now. Like I don't know, hopefully Qualcomm comes out with like the Unleash the Dragon Snapdragon chip. Like that's the one I want. And hopefully the homie over there in South Korea says, you know what, I think to appease the people, we need to put expandable memory back on the phone.
That's like a big market that they cut themselves out of.
Yeah.
In my
Man.
opinion.
No, of course, but I think they did it obviously to make more money, because if you do want a bigger, I guess, memory setup for your phone, you need to buy the I guess the most expensive phone, unless you go all in on cloud storage, right?
But they have Samsung SD cards, right?
Yeah, of course. But again, are you really
Yeah.
gonna want to walk around in your pocket besides your phone, your portable, your passport,
Computer.
right?
Yeah.
Your expandable memory. That's like what, a terabyte. You're gonna have a terabyte in your pocket, just
I wouldn't be surprised.
burning
2
a hole.
terabytes.
Well, yeah, two terabyte storage, right, in your pocket. And they're getting smaller, mind you. I don't think that they're getting any bigger. They're getting smaller, which is nice. But still, I mean, if you really just want to travel light, you're gonna have to put stuff in the cloud. So either you do it through Google, you do it through Amazon, I think is another one, or you do it through Microsoft. Which right now Microsoft or Amazon is looking not so good, as far as like they're losing a lot of market share because of their search engine not being what Bing is trying to do with integrating OpenAI or Chat GPT into
What?
their Bing.
Really?
Yeah, so hey,
I'm not okay.
Microsoft really grew a lot in the last couple of weeks, so that might be something that that Google or Alphabet Google is kind of worried about, and they're scrambling. If you've noticed, a lot of these engineers have been, or a lot of, let's just say, the workforce from a lot of the tech companies have been getting laid off, whether it be Google or Alphabet Google, Microsoft, or any other. Just mention any, and I'm pretty sure they've been letting go a lot of their team, and it might mean that another company might just rise up. I hear NVIDIA is going up. Yeah, NVIDIA is also making strides because of their technology that might be implemented for such situations. That Qualcomm is also in the come up. AMD is potentially doing big things. What's it called? Taiwan semiconductor companies are putting boots on the ground over here in Arizona because
Samsung's
of the
already
whole.
in Texas, right?
Yes, Samsung is already in Texas, and they're trying to get to the lithium that's over in Mexico.
Yes, sir.
Unless the U.S. is really brazen about it. And from what I hear from a source, I forgot her name, she was saying that unless people want to start digging up lithium, apparently she says that there's lithium underneath Nevada, but it's underneath where the Native American reservations are, so it's a big no-no.
Isn't it kind of ironic that the big business still is the people that identify minerals? What's the name of that thing? Cartographers? No.
A geology, I think it's called.
Something with
Geology,
geos.
or I don't quite remember.
To spot minerals, high value minerals.
I don't know the term of it, but all I'm saying is that big companies right now,
Top dollar.
maybe not.
Guys.
Yeah, maybe not Facebook, or maybe not Amazon, or Alphabet, Google, right, or Microsoft, but I think companies that are benefiting from the ChatGPT wave is Microsoft, is NVIDIA, and stuff like that. So it might be something to look out for. And yeah, I mean, Google is not having a good start of the year.
What's the hearsay?
Q1.
What's the hearsay with the Google 7? I hear that there's a Pixel 7 already.
Well, I don't know about their phones. All I know is that they kind of rushed their new ChatGPT competitor.
No.
That I think is called Brad, if I'm not mistaken, or Rad, something like that. And they're having a lot of, like, from people that are inside Alphabet Google, they're having like those like roundtable meetings, like emergency red alert meetings, because they're trying to like fend off losing market share against Microsoft because of it, because they're integrating the chat GPT to their Bing. And if you've gone to Bing lately, like it kind of gives you a prompt with like to subscribe to whenever they have that whole setup like rolling out completely, and it kind of shows you around the new thing, and it looks a lot sleeker. I'm not gonna lie, it looks
Bard,
really nice.
B-A-R-D, Bard.
Oh yeah, there you go, Bard. That's their, I guess you could say, quote unquote, their response to Bing. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's really interesting because obviously it's competition is good. We end up winning, and hopefully for the people that are inside, that are engineers that are working on that, they're going to benefit tremendously because they're going to be on the cutting edge of technology, obviously, but they're going to be rewarded handsomely, because they're making strides on that bleeding edge. So I'm really, I guess, excited to see what's happening. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of loss, I can say, as well, because a lot of people are getting let go because a lot of these companies over hired, and now they have to let a lot of these people go. So that is somewhat unfortunate for a lot of people.
Regarding that AI situation,
I was gonna say, like, maybe it'll be time to end it.
Oh yeah, go ahead. You want to touch upon anime before we bounce, or you have to bounce?
Let's see. I mean, is there any anime news?
Besides, companies kind of like not being able to publish certain or make certain animes and they're on hiatus. I mean, I want to say, what's it called? I've been watching, to your point, Josue, it sounds kind of weird listening to, what's it
Oh
called?
yeah, the Anos Voldi Goldo.
Yeah, with the new voice actor. It's a little weird, it's a little buggy, but I mean, I'm getting used to it a little bit. I did go see the time I got reincarnated as a slime Scarlet Bond movie. I thought it was really good.
Coming.
Review, I can tell you right now, I want to give it out of 10, a 9 out of 10. I'm giving out a lot of 9s tonight.
He's like, you get a
Fast
9,
and
and you get a 9.
And then I did go see the new Sorta Online movie,
You mean it?
the SOL one, and I want to say I give that one a solid
Just say 9.
6.5
Oh.
because it was kind of a backtrack. They kind of were. It takes place before they actually go above, I think, stage 4 or 5. So there's certain characters that are still alive that probably died and, further out in season 1. But it's still pretty entertaining. But I still strongly give it like a 6.7 or a 6.5. I mean,
Like
not quite a 7. Yeah, it's stretching to be a 7. Again, the Luffy one, the One Piece one, I also give that. I want to give it an 8.5, not quite a 9, just because obviously those movies aren't, at least for the One Piece ones, not necessarily canon, but it was interesting and entertaining at the same time. I think what saves the movie more than the story in that sense is the actual musical numbers that they came out with, because they became bangers. Like,
So
they
they're
really
pretty
like
popular
that-
right now.
yeah, they're very popular. I want to say as well, just to kind of like, I don't know if you guys wanted to jump in, but there's talk about the new PS6. I think I sent you guys a link for
I
comparing.
thought there was talks about the PS5 Pro.
Oh, is
I have
that
no
is that
clue.
what it is? Probably that's
Yeah.
what it is. Other than that, so
But yeah,
I think
Discord
that,
is also coming on PlayStation now.
oh, that's
Discord.
awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they're also mentioning probably a new season, not only for the slime anime, but also for what's it called? The Mushoku Tensei, I believe it was, and
Reincarnated. No, what is
as a
it?
slime.
No,
Yeah,
no,
and
no.
then
Mushoku Tensei is what? Regular or something like that? No.
Jobless Reincarnation.
Jobless, yeah.
Jobless Reincarnation, right? And I think the other one that's gonna get another season, I think an hour long, is Attack on Titan, from what I remember
The
seeing.
last episode?
Yeah.
The last season?
Yeah.
Part 2?
So a lot of people are iffy about that. Some people are like, "What? An hour-long special?" And other people are like, "Oh no, that's good. That's good. I like that." So I guess everybody has an opinion about that one. And I don't know. There's another show that I know it's potentially getting a new season that we've talked about. That
I think Black
that
Clover should be coming up soon again.
hopefully.
I had thoughts that it was going to be permanently canceled, but no.
That's
it was
what I
wrong.
thought too,
I
right?
was wrong.
No, it was it was referencing an old time.
Okay.
Old news.
So they're definitely getting something
Yep.
as far as the new season. All right, so that's good news.
Okay. Dang.
And I know there's another new season coming out from a show that we've talked about before that was like along the lines of like a slime and a Mushoku Tensei. I can't quite remember what it was. But I mean, again, if we get to hear about the news again, we'll probably be able to talk about it next episode. And it for all I know, it could be an isekai maybe. I don't know. I mean, have you guys enjoyed any of the what's it called, the anime this season so far? I mean, Eminence of the Shadow I think ended, right?
Yes, sir.
ended?
Which
I think there's still episode 19. I think what's the release schedule for that one? I think it's for every Mondays. I
I
think.
have no idea.
don't remember. There's a couple of shows that, for better or for worse, whether the pacing is good or not, and beyond some of them not being able to air because of their hiatus, I think there's some of them that are pretty good that are either power fantasies or isekais or period type of anime, or even rom-com
Slice of
anime. Like, I don't know, have you guys been seeing what's it called? What's that season 2 of the rom-com that, or not? Is it a season 2? Uzaki-chan, was it?
By X-Fan. Oh no!
Oh, yeah,
don't mess
Ozaki.
with me, Miss Nagatoro.
Or Miss Nagatoro? I think that it's passable. It's not like, oh my goodness, you have to watch it, but I think it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Uzaki-chan, I think, was what, last season was pretty good. Like, I think it extended a little bit. I'm not sure.
Overreached.
No, I think it was just the last season.
It was last season, right? Okay, so then what the new one with the girl with the red hair that she gets treated like one of the guys by her friend that she wants to go out
Tomo-chan
with.
is that guy?
Yeah, that one.
that
I
was
think it's pretty entertaining. I find that pretty entertaining, and it's kind of wholesome to a certain degree. It's like the girl next door. They literally. The other one that I want to say, the one that we mentioned earlier with the dude, Demon King Academy or whatever it was called.
Something with the third. I got kicked out of the demon party at my and I'm saving money in my 30s or something like that.
Oh yeah, that one is a really entertaining one. I think. Wait, is it that one, or I think it was where the girl's parents and brother dies, and she kind of gets isekai'd to another world, and she's able to move between worlds, between the new world and the old world, and she's trying to make like 1,000,000 yen and 1,000,000 gold in both worlds.
Ooh,
in
this
order
sounds
for-
interesting. What's the name of this?
I don't remember. Like I can look it up for you right now.
How was
But-
the uncle and Isekai one?
Remember it paused for a little bit. I think they finished the last 2 or 3 episodes, and it was entertaining. It's one of those shows that you wish that they announced sooner than later, season 2, which I'm hoping that they do it. But again, it's one of those things that basically we've been seeing nonstop, where they've been kind of like putting shows on hiatus for whatever reason, whether it be because of sickness or because they don't have enough staff, or I don't know, whatever other situations they might have. It's kind of concerning. So
No, it's not concerning though.
what's not
That
concerning?
we're gonna be posting LTS in Spanish too.
That's true. I'm excited about that.
What do you think, guys? Like, so you guys, we're trying to spread our wings in a multilingual
And fly.
style. And for all you listeners, if you ever wanted to hear or share your this podcast in Spanish, we have an episode. We're gonna promote it for the first one here on the regular LTS thread, but there will be posting in a Spanish one, and obviously on YouTube, there's gonna be a playlist that's gonna be constantly updated there. So
Right.
stay tuned.
Yes. Definitely stay tuned. All right, so it's called Saving 80,000 Gold in Another World for My Retirement. That's what it's called.
There's been
you-
2 retirement animes that I've been hearing. This
So
is the
this
second
is the one I'm telling you where
Wait,
she can travel.
because I think, I might have to. head
Yeah,
up,
no problem.
but we
No
can.
problem. Enjoy. Have a good evening, okay, Josue?
Okay. All right.
Talk to you later. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.
But yeah, for me right now, it's I got kicked out of the demon party, and I've been saving up in my 30s or something like that. That one's calling to me. What other one? What else? The Eminence and Shadow is up there, but I'm listening to it dub, and I've noticed that it's only cornered in one place called High Dive. There's Amazon TV has it. Oh, what's the name? Amazon has it, but you can't play it. But you can save it. Definitely can save it. Staying in Crunchyroll only, Alan, or have you been diversifying your intake of apps or websites to watch anime? I think you muted yourself, Alan.
Yeah, sorry about that, bro.
No worries.
Yeah, no, but I've been sailing the high seas a little bit for certain shows, but definitely Crunchyroll is still something an app that I use because it is useful for a bulk of the shows that I'm watching.
Yes.
But other than that, yeah, like I said, I think By the Grace of the Gods is a good one. The one that we mentioned, Tomo-chan is a Girl, is a good option. Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro is another good option. So there's quite a bit of shows that I'm watching right now. The latest one I've been trying to catch up with has been called. It's the one called Handyman Saito in Another World. So he's basically you know how in buildings they have a
Superintendents, yeah.
yeah, right. So it's basically an anime about a super that got isekai'd, and he got isekai'd with all his tools from his job. So he's been like unlocking locks, carpenter type of thing, metal welding. So it's pretty interesting. I really enjoy that one. And the one again that I mentioned before, where the homie gets isekai'd and he's able to use Amazon
What?
to order all his food, all his stuff, and he gets to cook, and he gets a familiar that's like a really powerful Fenrir or whatever it's called, like a wolf looking thing. It's really interesting and entertaining. Definitely would recommend people watch that for the lulls, for the kicks and giggles. And it doesn't take itself too seriously, so I find it interesting. What's it called? Other than that, I don't know, Marcos. Is there anything that you remember that you wanted to talk about?
No, not off the top of my head. For me, it's only been, unfortunately, I've let My Hero Academia settle up.
How many episodes do you have stacked?
2 right now that I want to watch.
Okay,
I've been keeping up, I want to say regularly, but it's since New Year's I've been letting it here and there watching, consuming 2 or 3 episodes. Right. But Eminence and Shadow really caught my attention after episode 6. The I Am Atomic meme, it's pretty funny.
Bro, that is dope, man. Didn't we add that to the to the soundboard?
I wish we could use it, but yes, we did. Yes, we did. We did add it to the soundboard.
Atomic.
my boy over here is like, in order to beat an atom bomb, I must become. No, in order to beat a nuclear bomb, I need to become nuclear myself. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I am atomic.
I don't know if
my man ASMR did really dope. Super dope. Oh man, that was one of the really good voice acting for that episode, dude.
For both dub and sub. Maybe sub is default good.
Well, I haven't heard the dubbed one. I'm interested to listen to it, but the sub one, oh man, it sounded super crispy and clean. It's like my man really acted right there, like hard body.
No joke, man, no joke.
And I want to say what was another good one that I heard the voice acting was really I really enjoyed the voice acting for that one. Perhaps it was let me think about it. Maybe it's the one from either By the Grace of the Gods, or it might have been the one from the dude that orders from Amazon all his ingredients to cook. It might have been one of those two, but I distinctly remember certain characters really doing a really good job for their voice actors, or their voice actors doing a really good job for their characters. I mean,
earning that pay, man, earning that pay.
Well, they're all very talented. It's just that sometimes there's certain parts that they kind of really shine because they really put a lot of emphasis on what they're doing. It just looks and sounds really crispy. Different. Yeah, it's really dope. But other than that, bro, I mean, is there any other news, or are you interested in seeing any of the movies that I mentioned earlier, the anime movies, the slime one?
What?
Oh, you know which one I was thinking right now that I had forgotten? It was
Which one?
Danmachi. Danmachi.
Is there a movie or is it season 5?
I think it's season 5, and again, I've been sailing to high seas for that one because it's not on Crunchy.
It is.
The latest one.
It's season 2 is, but no, it's.
Yeah, but I've already seen that. I need the latest and greatest, right? So, another one I sailed the high seas for was Pokemon, the last season.
Okay.
So
Gotta
I
catch 'em
finished.
all.
I saw Ash do it, man. He did it. I mean, little, 25 years later, but he did it.
Better late than never.
Definitely, man. But again, my hat's off to Ash and his team. Obviously, Pikachu doing his thing.
He can retire now.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think for people that are my age, I guess, or my contemporaries that grew up watching it, like from season 1 back in, what was it, like 92, 95, whatever the case was. Yeah, and it's like, it's closure, I guess you can say. It's like really, really satisfying. It's sad, all mixed up. It's like if you were really attached to that particular show with that particular MC, which was Ash, at some point in like the last few episodes during the tournament arc, you get to see quite a few of returning characters, whether it be people that were traveling with him, his different teams from different regions, his Pokemon team, and also people that he met, which were either rivals, friends, acquaintances, and you see like a multitude of people, and it just kind of it's that culmination of, wow, that gratification of him actually finishing what he started, and obviously it's like you kind of like end the story at that, and in such a high point. It's satisfaction, it's gratification, it's all these feelings with obviously a hint of sadness because he's not going to be the main character anymore. But it's like, dude, Ash did it. He became the champion, and I would say it wasn't like a out of nowhere type of win. He did have to fight for it. Mind you, I didn't think it wasn't his best team per se that he did it with, but I will say that he did the best he could with the team that he had on hand from that particular region. Yeah. So I mean, again, it's like it was really nice seeing a lot of his old Pokemon like Bulbasaur, Charizard, definitely meeting up with Butterfree at some point, his Greninja, and yeah, like it was really awesome seeing a lot of these old Pokemon from back in the day. And yeah, I mean, it was really nostalgic. Like you
have to watch One Piece finish, man.
Now we have to do the One Piece. Yeah, the One Piece is up there in 1,000+ episodes, and dude, it's get ready for an emotional ride, I guess, at some point too, because a lot of closure is going to come through with a lot of characters that are going to have their, I guess, dreams fulfilled. So that's also like really interesting to see.
Didn't he announce that there's going to be another series like right after One Piece? Like,
I don't know.
One Piece look like the prologue.
If he does that, what a goat, man. He has like crazy skills and talent for world building, character development and stuff like that. So he's a really great writer. And obviously,
series he wrote, or is this like for 30 years?
No,
right?
I think he had a prequel to what's it called, One Piece, but it was just kind of like a prequel in order for him to get his bearings on what he wanted his story to be about.
No, but right now, like since One Piece has been out, has he been writing other projects while One Piece is out?
I don't know. That's a great question. I have no idea. I haven't even looked into that, like myself. Like the only person I know that has multiple series that have not only gotten, like, I guess you can say, flanker type of things, right? Like
company, if you will.
Yeah, no, more like just side projects become something real.
Mm-hmm.
Has been what's my man's name? Hiro Mashima, the creator of Fairy Tail.
No. What did he do?
Well, he's done Rave Masters, I believe it's called. He's done Fairy Tail, and he's done the new one that's like off, like it's like Fairy Tail. Yeah, it's like Fairy Tail, but it's in space. Basically. Yeah, and yeah, like he's done a really good job. Like he's very talented as well, but also it's like the man's work ethic is bananas. Like my man's been doing the most to try to do the most for his franchises, right? Another person that is kind of like doing the same thing, or that we've recently seen, has been the creator of Bleach, Tite Kubo. Obviously,
He sounds like
not
a
only
villain.
doing Tite Kubo, he's been doing Bleach and obviously Burn the Witch. He's done.
I've seen
he's
that
finished.
one.
Yeah, he's finished the Witch. Burn the Witch is just, I guess you can say, it was really good. Like, it's interesting. You want to see more, but obviously it's something that at some point has to have some sort of continuation. And obviously he concluded his Bleach. I don't know if he's going to do something in the future with it, add to it or something. I don't know. Still remains to be seen.
But why Bleach though? It can't connect the dots. Where does the Bleach come from?
So I think from what I remember is that both Burn the Witch and the world of Bleach are in the same universe, and basically it's like one is Western Shinigami and Eastern Shinigami, basically. Again, I could be totally 100% wrong, but this is from what I remember from some YouTuber I was watching. It might have been either, I don't know, James Hansen, or it might have been someone like
Hansen.
Yeah. He's a very big Bleach YouTuber. Again, it might have been for Neverworld, or it could have been who else? There's another person. His name eludes me right now. Oh, Tekken 101. It might have been one of those three.
Yeah.
That probably said it. For all I know, it could have been King of Lightning, but I don't quite remember who said it or who mentioned it, and that it might be in the same universe, but I don't know if he's gonna make the correlation at some point or make some sort of cross episode or manga or something of that nature where they meet. But it's interesting. I think he has pretty good world building as well skills. His art is beautiful. His characters are amazing. Another person I would say that we should be on the lookout for is probably the creator of, I want to say, either, I mean, Toriyama always has some good stuff going on. He has his Dragon Ball is still pumping out some sort of
Content.
content, right?
The
who else?
Naruto with Boruto. What's this guy's name? The one that's
Kishimoto is from Naruto, so but I haven't, besides Boruto, I don't know what else, because I think Samurai, what was it, Samurai 7, or his other potential,
7?
or no, it was like Samurai something or other, Samurai 7 or something like that he made, but it flopped. So
What about the Fate series?
I don't know much about Fate like that. I know that they've come out with, I think the source material is the game, right? The visual novel or the game, I think. Well, I don't know how you would categorize it or call it, but I know it's based off the game. So if the game's still going and there's still more source material from the game, I would say that at some point they might produce that or make that into an anime. So that might be something there. I was gonna say coming soon, hopefully sooner than later, is World Trigger, because I do want to see more World Trigger anime.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I do also want to Log Horizon. I want to see more of, if
I feel
possible.
like it fell down a little bit when this guy came back from the other server, if you will.
Okay.
But it's not bad.
You mean the villain with glasses? No, not villain with glasses. The other.
Yeah, that's his nickname, if you will.
But that's the that's the main character. I'm talking about the other guy that went
He
to the
also
other
has
server.
glasses. Yeah.
Right.
The blonde
But
guy.
right, I think he falls in love, or he creates some sort of relationship with the princess, right, of that digital world, I guess you can call it, that isekai world. Yeah, I think Log Horizon is something I would like to see, as well as World Trigger, as something that gets animated at some point this year. Hopefully, it gets announced. Same thing with the creator of what's it called? Of what's the name of this? Dr. Stone. Like a continuation. I know they have announced the anime.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're gonna continue with that or if it's gonna end at some point or soon.
How did you
I
feel
mean,
with this current season in the past? With the latest season?
It's only one season, right? Or was it 2 seasons?
There's
It's only been one season, right?
No, it's been 2.
There's 3 seasons of it?
Let me confirm with you because I feel like
I'm lost.
I dropped off personally at the point when the war was going to start with the cell phones and all those things.
Oh, I see. No, yeah, I definitely saw that season. If that's the case. No, I was more concerned about as far as if they were gonna keep animating it, making it an anime. That was more of my concern, because I did want to see where they were heading and like how much more was gonna get animated. Because I think the third season is gonna be something about people coming from a different continent or a different
server?
part of the world. Yeah, basically. And they were gonna meet up with Senku, but I don't know. That's still something I don't know.
Third season. It's gonna be the third season.
Okay, so that's good. Same thing with the creator of Fire Force. I don't know if they're gonna continue.
Fire Force. There's already a continuation for that.
Well, no, I know, but like, no, yeah, but Soul Eater, obviously, it's like after the fact. Like, if they're gonna make anything new besides that universe, I guess you can call it, right?
Yeah. Did you
Because I
ever
would
watch Soul Eater?
Yeah, I did. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was good.
And I like it. I like how the connection happens. And did they ever animate the end? They never finished animating. Are you talking manga or animation?
Of what? Of Fire Force?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If they make like the last season to kind of wrap it up, that would be awesome. Because like even I don't know if you've finished reading the manga. Like I personally, I
saw the
haven't.
posts and talked it with Mr. J, with Josue about
I haven't read through it, but I do remember seeing some like I guess you can say perusing like or looking at some of the images online of that last chapter, and I think it was like in like a YouTube video form where they kind of like condensed it and put like the pages on the actual video.
Manga reader, manga story.
Yeah, basically manga story type of thing, where they kind of go through the pages, and I got like the gist of what was going on. And it would be awesome for them to animate it, just to kind of close off or finish up the actual the complete storyline of Fire Force. That would be nice. But I guess I'm not gonna hold my breath because I know it's potentially not gonna happen. They would rather probably have us buy the manga and read it or purchase it in whatever way, shape, or form, and the creator actually makes some money on his creation. That would be probably better for them. Other
Social
than that,
media has been doing enough propaganda for it.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, from like the reason I remember it more so than not is the fact that I think it was either Kotobukiya or I forgot the figure production company that made the actual anime figures, and I bought one, and I wanted to buy Arthur because I bought the one of the figures. It was I forgot the girl's name, but it was the female, the one that had like the fire cat ears and stuff like that. And I bought that one, but I also wanted to buy Arthur because he had because I thought he looked cool with his sword.
Excalibur.
Excalibur, right, which turns into a penguin of all things.
Yeah.
It's just hilarious. So yeah, I that's why I remember it. More so than I guess you can say the other shows, because I did buy some merch, right? But I mean, again, I haven't seen anything recently that I would say, oh yeah, I need a continuation of that. Besides the ones I mentioned already. I mean, unless you want another season of what's another season that that you would like to see potentially come back, Marcos?
I'd like whatchamacallit, the girl, the one that has the weird hand, the girls that are like Claymore. It's pretty good.
Claymore.
Yeah,
Okay.
Claymore, Witchblade, I think it's called. Not
I
kill the
don't think
witch,
I remember
not burn
that
the
one.
Witchblade. Like, she has an ability, and they become like like there's a group that become monsters, and the other ones that don't.
Okay.
There's at least those two off the top of my head. What's the what is Lord Marksman and the Vanalise or something like that?
Oh yeah, I know. Which I think that would be awesome to get another season, because they did kind of leave it in a cliffhanger, and
Like,
they kind of started. Yeah, and they kind of started fleshing out some of the what are they called? The saints, I think they're called,
Dragon
right?
Saints, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, right? So they started fleshing out some of their personalities and who they are, but you don't quite get to see all of them, and you only see like maybe out of, I don't know how many there are, maybe they're like 5 or 7, and you only get to see or meet about 2 or 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be nice for them to kind of like flesh out, like world building, flesh out the characters, and see where the story ends or leads to. But yeah, I would like to see like a season 2 or even a season 3 of that, depending on how it's paced. If it's in anime form, I would definitely want to see that. I thought it was interesting.
My bro barely got that bow and arrow, and
Yeah,
that wind
dude,
arrow.
that bow and arrow was everything for him. Like, my man was doing the most.
Loki,
Besides that one,
let's see what's in the Loki from that series. The thing that really caught me was when they were trying to kill his maid, right? And he's like, I don't know how he senses it, and he just grabs the arrow straight off the air right next to her head. I'm like,
right. Oh, that was dope.
it was nothing
very
fancy, but it just hit different, that segment.
No, yeah, dude. I think his keen eye and sense of like obviously preserving, you know, and his chivalrous ways of taking care of the people he cares about is really nice. Like, obviously, I guess it's a very played out cliche, but I think it's, for that story in particular, I think it's really well done. I think again, maybe not a lot of people like the show for whatever reason, but I think that it was pretty enjoyable, at least for me. And obviously, I think you can say the same thing. You enjoyed it. I know there's another show that you're probably thinking about. I'm trying to think about
the
one.
Hero Party. I got kicked out of the Hero Party and decided to open my own pharmacy.
Oh, you want a second season of that?
You saw how his sister was the hero, and
Right.
he got like, oh damn, my sister became a bad person. I gotta help her now.
Right. But I think they ended on a good note, right? For the season.
I don't remember. I think it was that she became evil.
Well, I remember from what I remember, I finished the season and ended on a good note where she kind of said, I'm gonna stay with you, and I think stayed with, or maybe she moved.
Not become the hero and just.
Yeah, I think she stopped becoming the hero, but at the same time, it's like she became friends. She was basically living for a determined situation and wasn't living for herself. But I think she overcame that, and everything was hunky-dory. Like, everything became better, apparently. And yeah, I think it ended on a good note from what I remember.
Okay.
But if you're saying that it deserves a second season, I don't oppose that
The
at
other
all.
one is the Beast Tamer, the one that can control like the celestial spirits, like the cat girl, the dragon girl,
Oh yeah. Beast Tamer it's called, right?
What is it? Arthur Rain?
Yeah. I know which one you're talking about. Definitely. Oh, I think that would be a great second season. I don't know where it ended. Did it end on a
It was a
like
good note.
a
that he was
cliffhanger?
able-
It was a good note, right?
It was a good note, yeah.
But I think it did end kind of on a cliffhanger because there could have been potentially more story to be had as far as the second season, maybe.
By second episode, they said, oh, the hero is descendant
Right.
of a person that was able to tame a god, special celestial spirit, I guess, and get the blessing of
Okay.
that god. So he
So-
was able to create a
Uh-huh.
contract with a god and get the blessing. So technically, he leveled up to become a hero.
Okay, so there is more potential story for it then. I'm guessing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to getting a second season. I enjoyed it. I don't know about anybody else, but I thought it was.
You and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I could definitely sit down and watch a season 2 of that. No
It
problem.
wasn't an isekai.
No. It was Power Fantasy.
And then
Yeah, definitely.
what was the other one? The one that I became a kid from the boonies, or from something from the boonies. Imagine a kid became over from the boonies or something like that. He was from Shangri-La.
I don't remember that one.
That everyone's super strong, and he's like, oh, I'm weak. Like a girl broke his arm in his town. Like not everyone can, and he was defeating like demons like there was nobody's business.
Oh wow, no, I don't remember that.
Suppose a kid from the boonies came to the starter town,
Uh huh.
and turns out that their town is right next to the highest level dungeon. So anything they fight is already like maxed out. So when he goes
Right.
to the starter town,
Okay.
he's OP already.
Okay. No, I don't remember that. But if you say that it needs a second season, then it should get a second season, bro.
And with that, I feel like we should call it from there. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely, bro. Not a problem.
So guys, dear listeners, wherever you are, please follow us, on the LTS podcast on Twitter and on Instagram. And on my side, at least, I'm gonna try to use more of the power of the hashtags. Mr. J or Josue was telling me, hey, you gotta put hashtags or something in the post. I've been doing that, and the posts have been getting more views. I'm like, God dang it! Same thing on
that's
YouTube.
Awesome news.
Is there a hashtag thing on
definitely.
Instagram?
I've been using them as much as I possibly can as well. Obviously, I try not to put as many random hashtags, but I try to be as concise as possible. So if you guys get the opportunity to jump on IG to obviously look at the content, share the content, and interact with us, that would be awesome, and we really appreciate it.
You can post a cookie post over here on IG.
Yeah, definitely. I'll definitely post something up right now for the story on IG. Definitely check us out on YouTube, Twitter, IG, and any other of our social media accounts. Definitely reach out. And definitely on Spotify, we usually have either some sort of question or poll that if you want to take part in, definitely hold us down with that. And I don't know, is there any
follow us on YouTube if you don't want to listen to the podcast again. We're gonna try something on this upcoming episode, probably of simultaneously posting it on Spotify and on YouTube to see running tests.
Right.
And the Spanish podcast, it's going to be on the regular LTS for this promotion, but and then it's going to be in the LTS in Spanish, and from there on it's going to be its own thread.
Right. Also, I think for our we'll put a poll up on all our social media accounts about whether you would like us to do a simultaneous upload or publishing for both YouTube and audio, or if you guys would prefer them being uploaded at different times, just to help us out a little bit.
Yes,
That's basically.
please,
So that would be awesome. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Marcos, you want to say goodbye to the fine people out there?
So everyone, wherever you are, thank you for joining us. Have a nice day. Stay frosty.
Peace, guys.